So here is my Kaleidoscope Pegascopulus, and it is partial kaleidoscope, optical toy, kinetic sculpture. It's a lot of fun. It has a lot of stuff going on in it. So where to start? We've got different cranks. This crank will run the center wheel here, and this isn't quite how I want it. It's going to be eventually be done up a little bit different. I have another crank that will run the wings, and it also runs a series of cams and the front image. And now down here there's a quartz crystal in the center, and I've got two lights. This light, it's a touch, it comes on, will light the mood light down below the crystal, and then lights up one half of the image up above. The other light, I'm going to turn this one off and turn this one on, also lights up the crystal, no mood lights, and then lights up the front image piece, and we'll get into there in a bit. So with these two lights, you can feather, they're dimmable, so you can feather from one to the other. One light lights the image from the side, the other one lights the image from the front. It turns it all on, and I'm going to walk through the kinetic part of this, the parts that move. The little crank on the side that I'm cranking extends down to two sprockets that run two sets of chains. I've got the scope on a turntable, so it's a little bit bouncy as I turn around. This one chain will run the gears that run the cams and then the wings. The other sprocket is here, which runs the front image cell. And on the front image cell, I call it the image cell, it's like a unit, but it has springs and gears, and it has a cable, and these liquid-filled cells here are attached through the axle to these other pulleys, which the cable goes around. So when the front turns one direction, this way, clockwise, the images will turn counterclockwise, counter-rotational. Now I reverse the whole process, and of course they are still counter-rotational in the other direction. And we'll just keep on going around this guy a little bit more. Here's the chains down here that fit to the gears, and this little spring-loaded device here that helps keep tension on these wheels. There's briarwood, curly maple, walnut, and the barrel's made out of redwood lace burl, which is absolutely stunning. The top pieces are curly maple, the wings. And then as I'm turning this, inside the cams at the bottom of the image, like I said, in the center of the image at this point, there's 12 cams, 6 each side, that respond as I turn this. Now I'm going to turn another wheel, which turns a center wheel out in front. And I'm still working on this. There'll be a little bit different detail on these guys eventually. I'm going to keep going around, tour around the side. So all these pieces are cut out. The metal steel is finished with a linseed oil and baked on. It gives a nice warmth to the steel. The brass has various finishes on: polished brass, corroded brass, brushed brass. And then there is a fun little thing in here. Let's see if I'm going to duck down and change places with you. There's this little gear right here, and that is run by a set of magnet wheels inside. Someone said it looks like a bug. I think it kind of has a nice organic look to it. Some sort of creature that has mechanics in it too. One more thing, real quick. There's always one more thing. These are optical pieces that can be snapped on the front and it'll change the focal length and change how you view the images. So that's one set of magnifiers. I'm going to roll that off and pop on. That's a magnifier I just had on it. This would be a reducing lens that's on there now. Gives a very different look to it. So there's 4 different sets of lenses that can be put on and off the front here of the image part. That's it. That's the scope that I took, it seemed like all year to make, 2015. And this is the beginning of 2016, and I am so close to being done. I hope it's not the scope that never gets done, because I intend to get it done soon. Yay!